How you doing? If you're watching this on replay, let me introduce myself before everybody gets into the room. My name is Erin. I'm an intuitive, and I'm here offering oracle card readings. My readings are general energetic readings, and offering them over YouTube Live is one way that I do this. I also do a lot of private sessions. These are 30 or 50 minutes in length, but they are very different than the readings you're going to see today. So, in those readings, we use more of my intuitiveness, more of my clairs. We have a lot of conversation. We talk about things. I'm going to ask you questions. That's what it's going to look like. But the reason I read like this on YouTube is because it's easier to convey this amount of information in this way. So if you're watching the replay, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching. And if you ever feel like stopping by to have a reading, I'll be here. You'll know where to find me, right? If you want a private session, or if you want to look into any of the stuff I'm offering on my Patreon channel, you can go directly to my website, consciouslyerin.com, and everything's linked right there. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I did a little bit of an intro because when people rewatch this on YouTube, I wanted them to know what they're watching. So welcome in. Hey, Lori, what's going on, guys? Oh, goodness gracious. We're going to be dropping cards today. I have had an amazing morning so far. I hope you guys are feeling fantastic. It is Friday, May 23rd. We are on the precipice of a 3-day weekend, friends. How beautiful is that? Oh, feels amazing to say it, doesn't it? It's a good day to have a good day, friends. It's a good day to have a good day. Good morning. I'm happy to have you all here. My name is Erin. I'm an intuitive, and I am here offering oracle card readings. Readings are $25. Big love from Australia. Always happy to get big love. Readings are $25, and that's payable through Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. It's the name that you see up here, Consciously Erin. It's on all those apps. It's exactly the same. You can also send the money through YouTube itself. I think there's a donate button down there. The way it works is once you send a payment, I get a notification, you go on my list, and then I go in order of the list. I will tell you what tends to happen is my list builds up pretty quickly, so you got to be very patient with me. I'm going to take my time with everybody and work my way through the list one person at a time with as much tender loving care as I possibly can. I do encourage you to screen record your session if you know how to do that, or you can just watch it back watch it back on YouTube replay. It'll be up there later today. I think YouTube does it automatically, so you can always watch it back there. But often I will find it can be a lot of information all at one time, and it can be overwhelming sometimes. I am in Illinois in the US. Hello, Pamela. My favorite deck to use is the Intuitive City Oracle deck. It's the only deck I use. Hello from Italy. Good morning, and welcome. Hello from Phoenix. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I'm excited to see you. Readings are $25. Have I ever tried Scientology? No. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. So the readings are $25. I do Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. It's all under Consciously Erin. It should say it right up here. If you are more comfortable, you can send the money directly through YouTube. I think there's a donate or contribute button, a thanks button down there. If you push that, you can send the $25 that way. It's however you prefer. Once I get the notification of the payment, you go on the list, and then I go in order to the list. Is it for real? Well, I'm not here to judge anybody. I mean, I'm going to tell you what comes up, but it's up to you, man. You know what I mean? Like, what am I don't know how to answer that. Hello and aloha. Aloha. Nope. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to answer the question if it's real. Fortune teller is a terrible term. That's a terrible term. Do I have a crystal ball? No, we're not gonna do this. Hey, Marie Elliott, what is up? What is up? Real is defined by the individual. That's exactly correct. I don't know how to answer the question, is it real? You know what I mean? Like, hello, Lori. It's real for me. It's very real for me. I live my whole life around what I do for a living. This is my profession. I am not here to convince you, and I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I mean? I'm confident enough in what I know to be true that I'm not gonna fight with you about it. So, you know, Sharon, I see you. I love that name, Sharon. Rhymes with Erin, just saying. You guys, there are so many skeevy people. Oh my goodness. Maggie, I see you. And you are on the list as well. That's what I mean. I'm not here to justify myself. Yes, you got it, Sharon. You got it. All right, Sharon, if you're ready, I'm ready. Sharon, you're up first, and then Maggie is up right after that. Nope, not a cougar. Not a cougar. Aw, thank you. Oh, there are so many skeevies in this room. What's up? So you have to, it's Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. You kind of have to look it up yourself. You know what I mean? It's underneath the Consciously Erin name. It's the same across all platforms. Just make sure you spell it correctly. Or if you want to send it through YouTube, there's a thanks button, I think, down at the bottom, somewhere around there. All right, Sharon, I am ready. Say hello one more time, Sharon, just so I can reconnect to your energy. I got distracted. I apologize. I wanted to kick some of those people out. I have mods that'll come around eventually and help me with that. There you are. I see you. Thank you so much for saying hello again. I appreciate your patience. Now I have my full undivided attention on your beautiful energy. Let's do this thing, my friend. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Sharon, your energy looks good. You have good grounded energy. So what that looks like to me when I look at your energy is your root, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus are the three most active, excuse me, three most active chakras in your space. That does not mean that the other chakras are not active. It's just those are the most active. This tends to happen when we have a lot of life going on around us, a lot of changes, a lot of things in the physical that have our attention and are kind of pulling our energy in that direction. It's not something bad. It's not something you need to correct or fix. It's just kind of a barometer of why you may feel a little off balance or a little out of balance. I don't necessarily feel like you are out of balance. I can just see how you might if it's all down in that bottom space. But our energy is an active system. It's meant to circulate and support. So when you have a lot going on in the physical environment, your energy will shift and kind of give you the support where you need it most down in those lower chakras. Lower chakras, root is it's the home of everything you've built your life upon, all the knowledge that you know, all the preconceived notions that you have, all the beliefs that you hold, they live in this root. You've got a very active root, so there could be some changes going on in there, which is affecting your sacral chakra. A sacral chakra is the home to the roles that we play and the relationships that are the result of those roles. So the name tags you wear and the relationships you form under those name tags. So some new discovery or some releasing of an old pattern of behavior or belief happening in that root, fueling the idea that some of the roles that you are in, you've started to outgrow at this time. This can make you feel uncomfortable, like I'm ready for something new in some of these different relationships. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It can be professional. It can be with your parents, your siblings, your friends. There's a lot of different things, but it's a feeling of outgrowing a relationship type thing with something. You're growing beyond this. You're expanding because of the expansion in the root. This is also fueling your solar plexus. Solar plexus is the seat of how you see yourself in the world and also the home to your creative expression. You're definitely fueling this. This is growing. So you're getting more into who you are. This is a great thing. I know that we want things to happen immediately, right away. And unfortunately, this world just doesn't work that way. You are working on manifesting for sure. I want to confirm that for you, but I also want you to understand that we live in a physical environment with physical rules and laws. So it takes a little bit of time, but the more you indulge in the things that help you feel most connected to who you truly are, the more you widen the space of momentum for you to move forward, okay? So Sharon, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I have already said. They're encouraging you to continue to be your beautiful, charismatic self because this is what's fueling you right now. This is what's really pushing you forward. They want you to understand that some of the things you are releasing in that root space are related to things from your childhood, older feelings, things that are, just coming up to be let go. So maybe some insecurities being triggered. That inner conflict that they're causing, making you feel like you're stuck, is just not true. You are absolutely moving forward. It's just sometimes it feels like we're stuck while we're untangling some of the energy in our space. Victoria, I see you. You are on the list right after Maggie. My guides are telling me that as you come through this, there's a feeling of things coming together, but it is a result of you evaluating yourself and the roles that you're playing. You are outgrowing these roles that you have. So they're asking you to tap into your determination, which brings about a tower moment. Now, I want you to be mindful. This tower moment doesn't mean everything's going to fall apart. I want you to recognize it says disruption, not destruction. That can look like changing jobs, moving houses, getting a different friend group. All these things are part of that. But friend, what that tower does is it helps you have a deeper connection with your higher self. Even though you might feel a little bit vulnerable, they're telling me to advise you to keep pushing forward because it will help you to recognize the inner strength that you have. Woo, Sharon, thank you so much, friend. My goodness. Yes, my handle is Consciously Erin. It should be right across the top. Sharon, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you. Readings are $25. All right, Maggie, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. I am so excited to read for you. Hello, here I am. Smiley face. Love it. Love it. Love it. You guys, what a beautiful day today. Can I just tell you, it is only 10:13 in the morning where I am, and I've had so many synchronicities today. It is blowing my mind. It's a beautiful, sunny, beautiful, sunny day. It feels like a fresh start to things. Let's have a great day. Let's have a wonderful Let's have a wonderful day. Look at these people are totally... Evelina, thank you so much. I see you. So can I do a reading on a specific matter? Well, it kind of depends a lot on what that specific matter is. I choose not to do love readings. They make me uncomfortable. And I cannot predict your future. I can only talk about possibility. I can't do yes, no questions. My energy doesn't really work that way. But what I will tell you is usually if you have something that's on the forefront of your energy, something you've been thinking about, something about it usually comes out in the reading. You know what I'm saying? So. All right. All right. I lost my person. Because you're terrible. Oh, there you are, Maggie. Thank you. I'm sorry I got distracted. There's so many haters on here. No, it's not because love is complicated for me. Love is very clear to me. But realistically speaking, if you're struggling with your love life, there is nothing that I'm going to say that is going to make you feel better than actually dealing with it yourself. And I refuse to plant seeds in people's minds about things because love is very sensitive. And I want you to follow your intuition with love. I do not want to interfere in that at all. At all. I'm not interested in interfering in someone's direction with their love. That is 100%. All right. All right, Maggie, I am sorry. Here we go. I'm ready. All right, Maggie, I'm just going to stop watching them. All right, Maggie, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. I'm so glad I'm reading your energy. It's like a fresh breath of air after dealing with all the trolls, right? Maggie, your energy is beautiful. Oh my gosh, you have a beautiful pink energy. It is lovely, lovely, lovely. Pink is the color of the high heart. This is the color of empathy. You have a beautiful, loving energy. You wear your heart on your sleeve and you are open to everyone. It feels like you get a lot of joy from seeing the look on someone's face when you're able to help them. I feel like you do a lot to raise people up around you. It's beautiful. It's really projected in the space. There is some gold around this. Gold is usually the sign of a golden opportunity related to service, perhaps. Being able to step into a role that you can actually maybe help support yourself by accessing this empathy. I know that sounds terrible, but you know, if you're already doing something and someone says, hey, I'm going to pay you to keep doing what you're doing and I'm going to help you get your word out, that's a good thing. So maybe looking at it in a different way, something like that. There's a sense of a small piece of a golden opportunity around this beautiful empathetic feeling, but there's contrast around it. There's like this push around that. Like, I don't know, like, is that what I really want? And I'm not telling you to do something you don't want, but I think consider it. It's an exchange of energy when you're caring for people and you put out a lot of energy. So you have to be able to replenish yourself. And sometimes that means being able to afford to take a day off. And that's self-care, you know what I mean? Like, so don't try to define self-care by someone else's standards. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but I did. Nicole, I see you, and you are on the list right after Janice. You guys, please just ignore all the haters in the room. They'll go away eventually. You also have a lot of yellow in your space. I feel like you're really kind of in this good space with your energy. You have a good combination of pink and yellow, a good open heart space. It just looks really good. Really good. I have to be honest, Maggie. Thank you for sharing with me. All right, so Maggie, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. They're acknowledging that you might be feeling a little bit restless right now, and that's because you are in a state of expansion. So you're right at that point where you're able to feel the difference between where you are and where you're going. Before you used to be this far apart, and now you're here. It can cause a dissonance in there and give us a feeling of restlessness. I know I need to do something, but I'm not sure what I need to do. My guides want you to understand that whatever this is that's coming forward, this big piece of empathy, this part of you is tying up a loose karmic end. That's why it's so big for you. You know what I mean? They're kind of showing me this feeling of like, and don't take this the wrong way. Please don't take it personally. But in another incarnation, you may have chose to not care for people in some way, and you are balancing it over here. This is a good thing. My guides are also telling me that you do things very well by yourself, and you have to let go of the idea that you have to do everything for everybody. There's no need to sacrifice yourself to help everyone. It's balance is what's important. My guides are asking you to continue to follow those inspired pursuits as you step into this new stage of your awakening experience where inner peace becomes the dominant language, the dominant thing you feel. Even though there may be some confrontations along the way, not everyone everyone is going to understand what you're doing or what you have to say. But my guides are saying, as long as you are listening to your internal GPS system, you will return to a space of empowerment. This may require you to do some introspection and actually look inside and figure out where you want to go. But when you do that, friend, it opens you up to a whole new beginning. You have to let go of the feeling that you must stay where you are, because that's not true. You also have to let go of the feeling that you have to do it alone, because that's also not true. Now is the time for you to lean into your inspiration and pull forward through that creative vision into a place where you can see evidence of your inner strength as you sail forward into a new horizon. Dang, Maggie, dang. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Maggie. That was amazing. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3 in the room. I love that confirmation. Man, it was almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? Thank you, Maggie. All right. So let me update the list. Victoria is up next. Then Eveina, then Janice, and then Nicole. After Nicole, the list is open. Readings are $25. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are all available through my, you can look it up, Consciously Erin, or if you go into the bio of this, my link tree should also be in there. Okay. All right, Victoria, you are up next. I see you, Victoria Williams. Good morning. I suddenly lost all my breath. Oh my goodness. Victoria, you feeling like you're having a hard time catching your breath these days? Oh my goodness. All right, Victoria, here we go. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes and release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, when I come into your space, I do feel sort of overwhelmed, as if there's a lot going on. It's almost like there's a lot of racket noise, a lot happening outside of me, and it's almost like there's so much I feel like I need to do that I'm just not gonna do anything, or I can't do anything. Amy, I see you. Feels overwhelming. That's the word. I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I do feel tightness in my chest, as if I'm struggling with some anxiety or something. And it feels like I just, I'm not sure what to do with this. I'm not sure if this is a circumstance that is creating this. I'm not getting any clarity on that. When I look at your energy, there's a lot of activity in the heart space, as if the heart space is working on something, and perhaps that's part of this. If we're working to release some density in that heart space, especially deep sadness or grief, it can give us a sense of just like overwhelmment and all kinds of things. And truthfully, the first human reaction is to press it away, to push it down and not acknowledge it. But honestly, the only way to get over is through it. And sometimes we just need to allow ourselves to experience it. The idea of emotion is energy in motion. It's barometer of how you are in alignment with where you are. You feel it, you adjust, you move on. Grief is a little bit different. I'm not sure that it's grief, but just it feels like the heart is really active in bringing something up to be released. I do feel like this sense of anxiousness will release itself once this kind of births or gets out of your system. I don't know how to specifically tell you to help it get out of your system. For me, I journal or talk out loud to myself about how I'm feeling. Christina, I see you. But you kind of have to do what works best for you. You know what I mean? But I do feel like once this gets out, it allows the rest of your energy to relax a little bit. It's almost like all of your energies working together kind of push this out and get it out of your space. All right, seriously. Victoria, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. They're acknowledging that things feel tense in your energy right now, and there may be a big sense of instability. They're also saying they want you to try your best to work your way through it, because your crown is on fire. You are connected to your higher self, and your GPS is very active. There's confirmation that it's your heart space that's opening up and letting out whatever this is. And it may be something old. It might not be something new, but something very dense is in there and it's trying to wake its way forward. My guides are saying, be careful that you don't allow this feeling to make you fall into a sense of not trusting yourself or a lack of faith in yourself, because you will come out of this in a better state, in a sense of balance. My guides are saying, don't be afraid of the change that this release brings forward for you. This is the old version of you dying away and a new version coming forward that will help you to feel a sense of joy and connection right where you are, right? My guides want you to understand you're very supported. They have your back and they want you to be here. So don't be afraid, okay? You are going to be fine. You're going to be able to do this okay. It's just going to take a little bit of work on your end, but it does lead to a sense of celebration and feeling like you belong. Amy, don't even engage. Seriously, they're not worth your time. They're just not. Victoria, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Amy. I know it's annoying, but you know. Listen, I understand that the words are backwards, but when I turn my camera around, it messes me up. I can't do that. I have to be doing it this way. So I apologize. And if that bothers you, I'm very sorry, but I cannot change it because it messes with me. And I need me to be on point. All right. Evelina, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. Evelina is up next. After Evelina is Janice, then Nicole, then Amy, and then Christina. For real. Right? Evelina, say hello for me. If you have a different name on here than the one that came through with your payment, make sure you tell me because I won't recognize you otherwise. So let me know. Say hello. I'm ready to get started with your reading. Come on down. And say hello, Evelina. I didn't see you. Why am I not... My comments are like not showing up. I don't know where my mods, they can't always come in. They work, so I can only, there it is. Evelina, I see you. I took your advice from our last reading. Oh, wonderful. Too many comments from the trolls. Right. I see you. I got you now. Hello from Sweden. I think it was an adjustment also on my end. I think I had it on the wrong chat. I don't know. I had it on the wrong setting maybe. All right, Evelina, here we go. Do me a favor. Go Steelers. Do me a favor, Evelina. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, your energy looks good. Oh, okay. I get the first thing I got when I come in your energy is a breath of fresh air, as if fresh air has been added, like you power wash something. They're giving me a scent of fresh, clean linen, as if everything is fresh and clean, fresh and new. There's a release of some kind that feels like it happened. And opening up, like they're showing me, like the imagery I'm getting is of a house. It's been winter. The doors and windows have been opened into springtime. There's fresh air circulating. That old stale smell of last night's dinner is being flushed out, all those things. There's a sense of renewal and refreshment in the air. Springtime also, this is a sense of new growth. This new growth is not, this is new growth, but it doesn't feel like something new starting. It feels like an expansion of something, kind of like the perennials, they come back every year, or the annuals, they come back every year. But it's expanding into something greater. So I can't yet see what that looks like. I can tell you that it feels good. When I take a nice deep breath, I feel like I have a lot of space to do so. I feel like my energy feels clean. It feels connected. There's a lot of goodness in there. I do feel like it will take a little bit of work on your end to bring this fully manifest into the physical. This might mean like putting some action behind some inspiration. Like if you're inspired to read cards, might take the action of getting some cards, you know, something like that. There's a feeling of inspired action calling you forward, but also a feeling of ease as you do it, as if things will just sort of work out with it. It does feel like it has a physical manifestation, like I said, but I cannot see it because it's not immediate. It's not right on the surface. It does feel connected to some sort of passion or joyful thing that you do, and being able to utilize that. I don't know how to explain it. Eveina, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Girl, they're telling you, step outside of your comfort zone. There's so much out there for you. I'm very excited for you to embark on whatever this is. They're confirming for you, you have a good connection to your higher self, and that you absolutely will be fine. You can 100% do this. My guides are telling me, pay attention to the mental clarity that you are receiving through the signals of your like synchronicities, the little things happening around you. Make sure you're paying attention and acknowledging those. That's important because, friend, you have found yourself in a state of alignment and liberation, which I love. My guides are confirming you are walking into some sort of physical manifested role. I cannot see what it is from where I am because it's not on the surface of your energy, but it's very strong in the space. So that tells me there's a more probability of that. My guides are asking you to commit to this and trust that things will work out for you on the financial front. Don't be reckless, but try your best to not be so concerned about the financial aspect that you hold yourself back. This is where you're going to find yourself back into a state of balance. Eveina, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. If you're asking a question and I'm not seeing it, if you ask in the middle of a reading, I literally can't see it. So you kind of have to wait until I'm in between readings just to make sure, okay? So I'm not ignoring your questions, I promise. But I can't see them when I'm in the middle of a reading. Literally, like quite literally, my vision is blurry. I cannot see them. I don't have yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you, Eveina. I appreciate you very, very much. Yes, readings are $25. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are all available to you. Consciously Erin is the handle I use across all platforms. You can also send it through YouTube if that makes you feel more comfortable. There is like a donate or a thank you button somewhere at the bottom down here. You can also send it that way. Janice is up next on the list. Come on down and say hello, Janice. I'm very excited to read for you. After Janice is Nicole, and then Amy, and then Christina. Hey, I love that. Oh my goodness. I see it. I see you. That's awesome, Janice. Thank you. J-Mac, love that. Love that. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I had a dream last night that I didn't do my report one day, and I was so upset with myself in my dream. I had a good reason, I think, but I was upset with myself. I've been having wacky dreams. All right. Janice, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. Please give me permission to have access to your energy. Janice, you have a lot of orange in your space. That's not a bad thing. Okay, so orange is the color of the sacral chakra. This is the home to the roles that we play, the roles that we fill, and the relationships that are the result of those roles. So, meaning what that looks like to me is you wear name tags. We wear name tags in life: friend, sister, wife, parent, whatever. These are all the roles we fill. There are relationships that come about as the result of the interaction of those roles, right? So when I look at you, there is very much this feeling of you are outgrowing some roles. You are outgrowing some roles. These roles feel like you've been in them for a while and you're transitioning through a few of them. So I've seen this, and I'm not saying this is exactly the same thing, but this is the type of things that are going on in other people's lives when I'm feeling this. Literally looked up, it was 33 minutes live, just saying. So This feels like when someone's child is going away to college, because you're transitioning from having a child at home to having a child away. Then you're also transitioning from the role of more active mom into less active mom, more active self, right? That's a transition. Retirement or starting a new job, leaving or starting a new relationship. These are all the kind of things I see in people's lives when I see this type of energy. When I look at you, it's not crazy. It's not like raging or out of control. It feels very balanced in its approach. It doesn't feel like this is a surprise. It doesn't feel like a bad thing either. It feels like an expression of I've outgrown something and I'm moving beyond this. I do feel like as you move into whatever this new role is, you might feel a little bit of wobble as you do it, but they're saying to just be patient with yourself. Things will settle, and then you're going to find that sense of inspiration, and it feels like it really leads you into a greater place of alignment. Like I don't know what it is specifically, but it just feels like whatever it is, little bit of a wobble as you get through it, and either you're already going through it or it's coming up quickly. It doesn't feel like it's unknown. This doesn't feel like a surprise ambush attack, but the natural evolution of outgrowing some sort of role. All right, so Janice, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Number one, they want you to know you are literally manifesting this into your physical environment. Like I said, it's coming forward for you. You are going to be okay. This card is to remind you that you're going to be okay, even though you might feel vulnerable or a little disrupted while you're going through whatever this brings forward. My guides want you to understand you have a very good connection, not only to your vibe tribe, but to the people around you. So you have the support you need to be able to get through whatever it is that's presenting itself to you. This is a result of expansion. Like I said, you've outgrown whatever this role is, and now you're stepping into something new. But I want you to notice when they're laying down these railroad tracks, sometimes they have to blow up the mountains. That's that little bit of disruption, I'm telling you, but you'll get through and there will be tracks on the other side. You have a great connection to your higher self, and your GPS is turned on. So follow along, go with it. This helps to bring together two ends of something that are not working out and fuel that sense of connection to the higher self and help you realize that you are more aligned than you thought, even in the face of things maybe not working out exactly how you wanted to. Just remember, once the dust settles, everything's going to be okay. So try not to freak out or panic. Just do your best to take a deep breath and go with it as much as possible. Take a deep breath and go with it as much as possible. All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Nicole, you are up next. Come on down. Where is Janice from? Are you asking me? There's no way I would know that. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I feel very excited and happy and blessed to be here with you. Weary Bunny. Is that you, Nicole? Hi, Colleen. Hello. Hello, happy Friday. Yay. Hi, Nicole. There you are. I see you. Hello, friend. I see you. All right, Nicole, I am so ready to read for you. All right, friend. Do me a favor and take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Nicole, a lot of time, just for anyone who doesn't know, a lot of time my imagery, when it's shown to me, looks like a movie scene. That's what I resonate with for whatever reason. They're showing me a kitchen. This is a fully stocked, like stainless steel, top of the art kitchen, and there's someone in there like furiously cooking something. There's a lot of chopping and stuff's boiling. There's a sense of creating something with fervor, with like it's like I'm putting all the ingredients together in something, and the excitement is building as I can start to smell the food cooking in the air, and I can see how it's going to turn out in my mind. I'm getting excited. I'm bringing all the ingredients together, and it's getting exciting. I feel like you must be working on something. This is kind of what it feels like you're pulling all the ingredients together to create something delicious. This feels like it definitely has some sort of physical manifestation aspect to it. I can't tell you exactly what that is or what it will look like, but it definitely feels physical in nature, as if something will be physically demonstrated to you. This could be, I mean, it feels so exciting. I don't want to speculate because I don't know, but it feels really exciting, something you have a lot of passion for, as if it opens a door and begins a new pathway for you. This excitement is a good thing, and I understand that you have obligations in your life, and I'm not asking you to run away or pretend they're not there, but I am saying that following this passion is doing something. It's bringing the components together to help build something delicious that feels and exciting and all the good stuff. I don't know how else to explain it. So, Nicole, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I have already said. My guides are saying you are pulling all the pieces together to help to manifest something better into your life. Now, here's the trick. It's going to cause a little bit of belief system in your root to get a little tug on it, right? All those feelings of lack and I have to work hard and all this stuff, those little limiting beliefs are going to get a tug on them while you're bringing this forward. My guides are asking you to lean into the mental clarity you have received from your higher self, from the voice within you. This allows you to open the doorway to a new beginning that is guided by your higher self and in vibrational alignment with where you want to be. This also brings you into a state of balance and gives you a sense of victory in the space. I'm so excited. Look at this. Confirming that it is some sort of new role that you are literally manifesting yourself, and the wheel of fortune is facing you and the winds of change are at your back saying, let's go for it. I'm so excited, right? The feeling of two things coming together that were difficult, like this isn't necessarily a relationship, but the black and white of a yin yang, so the coming together of two pieces of something. This is the result of you making better decisions for yourself and actually giving yourself a little bit of compassion as you make your way through here. I mean, come on now, Nicole. That was pretty amazing. I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Congratulations, Nicole. Yes, they are $25. You can send payment through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, or you can even send it through YouTube if you're more comfortable with that. When you connect to energy, do you feel what we feel? Not necessarily. Sometimes it really depends on how strong. If it's a very strong emotion, I can feel it, but not very often. I've been doing this long enough and have meditated in a stable way for long enough that I have very good control and boundaries with my energy. I used to take on the energy of the person I was doing Reiki for and would really struggle to release that. So through that challenge, I learned to better balance my energy. So long story short, no, not usually. I'm not a medium typically per se. That's not my strong suit, but if a particularly strong spirit comes through and they have a strong emotion, that will overwhelm me sometimes. I've gotten very emotional from once or twice. Someone's sister who had passed came through very unexpectedly. I don't do that normally. That is very, very, very rare for me, like almost never. Colleen, I see you. So Colleen, I don't know if I can answer the question about your dog. I'm not that kind of psychic, but I will 100% pull cards and tell you what comes up with that, okay? All right, Amy, you are up next. Come on down and have a seat. I'm like a probability reader. I'm a translator of vibration. I'm tapping into the probability. I will. Yes, you'll be up right after Christina. Amy's up now, and then Christina, and then you, Colleen. So hang in there. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are all available, or you can send the money through YouTube. It's up to you. It's $25. All right, Amy, I see you, friend. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. All right, do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, so Amy, they're showing me what looks like a workspace. It's kind of like a bench. It has a lot of some open books and it has some papers, and like I feel like I've been working on things, and this feels like a workspace, like a work thing. This feels like something I'm working on, and it feels work related. Work is the words that are, they're really adamant about the word work. I'm looking at this and there's a sense of, I feel like maybe frustration, like maybe it's not doing something I want it to. It doesn't look the way I want it to. There's a sense of conflict with this. I do feel like they're trying to show me that you're too focused on it, that whatever the conflict is has gotten too much of your attention at this point. So you kind of have to back away from it and give yourself some space to let the momentum of that slow down. The feeling here is that the vibration of the problem and the vibration of the frequency of the problem, the frequency of the answer are not necessarily the same. They're never the same, actually. So if you get too focused on the problem, you can't necessarily see the solution. So I don't necessarily feel like I'm telling you to give up on anything, but I think you need to give some space in something that is frustrating you. Again, they keep giving me the words work. I don't know if this is your own job, if this is a job outside of your house, if this is your own business, if this is a relationship that's a lot of work. I really honestly couldn't tell you, but something that feels like work and very frustrated, but you're too focused on the problem to see the solution. Just give yourself some space, and the momentum of the problem will slow down, and then you'll be able to refocus on the momentum of finding the solution. Also, I feel like you'll be able to maybe look at it from a different way after some space. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Amy, this is what my guides have to say. First card out of the deck is confirmation. You're blocked because you're too focused on the problem. I see you. M. Wells, I see you. Thank you. You are on the list, my friend. They're telling me you're too focused on the problem, so you're blocked on how to find the solution. So they're asking you to back away from a little bit, give yourself a little bit of space, and you'll be able to figure it out. They are telling me you have good support around you, both etheric and physical, ready to support you on your journey and the decisions you make, so you can be okay to let go of some of the burdens of feeling like you have to, let go of the feeling that it has to go a certain way. It has to look a certain way, okay? My guides are telling me you may be reluctant to give it some space, but they're also telling me that when you give it that space, you're going to see the solution much more clearly. Seriously, I couldn't map this out any better if I tried. You, my friend, are going to be okay with this. You just need a little bit of breathing room to give your space, give your heart some time to open up and find the solution to this problem that feels like it's frustrating you. I feel like there was a whole lot of confirmation in that, Amy. So I appreciate you allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need a sip of drink. Well, hello, Kathy B. Right, patience, my long life struggle. Let me tell you something, girl. You and me both. I am the world's least patient person. But I am not anymore. Let's use our words wisely, right? In the past, I found myself being impatient with myself quite a bit, and others. Currently, I am actively working to be more patient and mindful of my patience every single day and every moment that I exist. I'm actively putting my attention on allowing things to unfold and instead of trying to force them to open up, knowing that it will be more satisfactory when I do that. We'll use our words a little better, right? Shame on me. All right. Amy, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I really do appreciate you sharing your energy with me. It was very nice. Thank you. All right, Christina with a K, you are up next. After Christina is Colleen, and then M. Wells after that. So after M. Wells, the list is open. If you would like a reading, the list will be open. Christina with a K. There you are. I see you. Christina Romero. Hello, friend. You've learned to never ask for patience, right? I just have to be patient. I just have to do it. Let go of control. Hardest thing to do. Hardest thing to do for sure. I am outside of Chicago, but I'm relatively near to there. All right, Christina, here we go. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, so Christina, when I come into your energy, there's a lot of yellow energy, solar plexus. This is the seat of how you see yourself as well as your creative vision. But there's like it's not a block, but it's like an energetic slowdown in that throat chakra. So what this typically is reminiscent of or reflective of in someone's energy is that you're starting to step into this feeling of self. You're starting to embody this newer version of you, this connected self, there's all these wonderful things, but there's a hold up in allowing it to manifest outside physically, like speaking about it, putting it out there, right? There's a feeling of hesitation, and not necessarily, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I just feel like I can feel it. It's almost like having something in my throat. I need to cough and get it out. I can understand a fear of people judging you. I can understand not wanting to explain yourself and all these things. And I don't know what it's related to specifically. But what I can tell you is that your day will look the same either way if they judge you or not. So you might as well enjoy your day, right? And the people who are going to come for you and judge you and say negative things, that's too bad for them. They didn't have the opportunity to get to know you. So the feeling here is to be that piece of sunshine, even if there's a cloud around. I know you may be timid and be afraid to step out or put out who you are, but you'll find support where you least expect it. I'm not saying to be reckless or anything like that, but mindfully embrace all of who you are and however that manifests for you. That will open up the tension in your energy and release the tension here, help you to better manifest something physically. Christina, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. You have this beautiful role that's waiting for you. It's calling you forward and asking you to embrace this new aspect of yourself. My guides are asking you to follow your enthusiasm to the best of your ability, even though in the past doing that may have led to a feeling of disappointment. You can't allow yourself to live trapped in your own mind and fearful, right? So my guides are saying the wheel of fortune is spun around in your direction and the winds of change are at your back. It's pushing you forward into a better place where you will feel grounded and like balanced in your heart space, as well as a sense of renewal and refreshment. But you have to allow yourself to let go of the clouded judgment that is tied to something that happened before. You're a different person, you're doing better. And the more that you allow yourself to authentically express, the more feeling of empowerment you will embrace. This leads you into a feeling of self-compassion and helps to unveil the truth of who you are and where you're going. My goodness. Christina, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. The haters are terrible on YouTube. They really are. All right. Thank you so much. See? Speak and you shall receive. All right. Colleen, come on down and say hello. You are up next, friend. Right? They really are. I mean, you don't have anything better to do with your day, for really? If you are Colleen, you have to say hello. I don't see, it's hard for me to see who you are. Today's my first day down in a long time. Good, I love that. Hello, Colleen, I see you. You had a question about your dog, is that correct? Yeah, I see you. You had a question about your dog, right? Was that you? Girl, they're everywhere. Okay, so yes, or you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really quick pull a few cards and see if I get anything about your dog. I don't normally do pet readings, but I understand the love of a pet. So let me just see if anything comes out. Look at that. you saw me shuffle. So that's for your dog. That's for your dog. All right, Colleen? So now let's do a reading for you. Right. All right, Colleen, let's do a reading for you, okay? All right, do me a favor, friend. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Colleen, you have such beautiful energy. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Colleen, you have beautiful energy, friend. Lysander, I see you. You will be up after M. Wells. When I look at your energy, Colleen, you have a lot of white around your energy. And I want to try to explain, yes, it said recovery. And I want to try to explain to you what white energy means to me. White energy means that you have a connection to some sort of high frequency. When I am shown energy, it's shown to me in layers. Right? So 3D, where we are in the physical, being down here, the next layer up is past people. The next layer up are like our guides, our earthbound guides. Next layer up is like ascended masters. And there are layers beyond that. Above ascended masters is above my pay grade, so to speak. I don't have a deep connection to that, and it's hard for me to translate that vibration. You, however, have what looks like some sort of connection to that. This comes through for a lot of people in the aspect of angel writing, light language, something to that effect, a transmission, a translation of some sort of high frequency white energy that comes through. This is usually related to light language, angel writing, angel reading, something to that effect. I don't know what the energy is. I don't have access to it. I can only kind of hear it, but you must have access to that. And I just want to point out that the only card that has come out of the deck so far is this one. And it's a demonstration of exactly that white light that I was talking about. So if you're looking for confirmation on something, I literally cannot give you any greater confirmation than that, okay? Colleen, you have that deep connection. There's a sense of wanting you to embrace it. Pay attention to the little nudges that you're getting. Look into things like angel writing and channeling and, you know, like all like transmission of energy. Like it's right there in your energy, and it's asking for you to embrace it and utilize it. Whew. Listen, Colleen, my guides are asking you too. As you do this, you bring about a change in your energy. Once you start embracing this, you bring about a change in your energy. This in turn rights the imbalance that you have going on where you're not even paying attention to this. It will also bring forward a feeling of celebration and joyous occasion, but you have to do the work. You have to follow through with this. It will also bring with it a ton of mental clarity. Even if people around you don't understand it, do not let that cause a conflict within you and let you get all stuck up in your own head. Instead, my guides are asking you to focus on the feeling of renewal as you make this deep connection. Even though it will take some work on your end, it will lead to a sense of liberation in your space. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, you definitely have that big white energy. Colleen, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Whew. Oh, holy cow. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. That came in hot, friends. Hot potato. All right, M. Wells, come on down. You are up next. And after M. Wells is Lysander. Thank you. I think I actually got this at a yard sale like 10 years ago. There you are, friend. What is your first name, if you don't mind me asking? It makes it easier for me. Is it Maureen? Oh my goodness. Melissa. Okay. All right, Melissa, here we go. I'm excited to read for you, friend. Thank you so much for the opportunity. All right. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes and release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, so Melissa, I feel like you're also sort of standing right at the edge of embracing some sort of expansion in a role that you play. They're giving me a lot of they're giving me a lot of sacral chakra. This is the home to the roles that we play and the relationships that are the result of those roles. There's a lot of orange in your space. There's a lot of bright orange with it, but there's also a little bit of darker orange. This darker orange usually indicates a density in the space that needs to be released before you can sort of step into the role. That can look like a feeling of limitation around the idea that you can't do a certain thing. You can't, I don't know, there's a feeling of limitation in there somewhere. And my guides are kind of like, don't let that limitation slow you down. You're being offered this chance to step into something good. You're being offered this chance to embrace something new, and don't be afraid, you know, even though it's unknown, it's going to be good for you. So there's this feeling of wanting to gently nudge you to take a step in a direction towards something that feels like a new role of some kind. This feels really good. It feels like a natural evolution, even though you feel a little nervous about it. So it's not like you're completely missing something, you're throwing something away. It's like the idea of getting a promotion, right? There's the feeling of, I'm stepping into something new. It's different from what I've done. It makes me nervous to think about doing it, but it's a good opportunity. And there's this feeling of kind of wanting to put you in that space and push you in that sort of direction, all right? So this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. My guides are wanting you to understand you're not stuck. You're not stuck at all. You're absolutely moving forward. They want you to understand, though, it's going to take a little bit of work because you have to let go of this feeling that you can't embody whatever this is that's being offered to you. You absolutely can. So they're asking you to let go of that feeling of self-defense, and they're asking you to focus on the good feeling in your heart, right? That feeling of just... it just feels good in there. It feels good in that heart space. Let that lead you. It's trying to call you gently into this next thing for you that literally has a physical manifestation. So it could be a promotion, I don't know. But it has a physical representation. And as you get past your fear and take that step, you put yourself into alignment, and suddenly you recognize how you've done this all on your own, and it helps open you up to the next step in your things. But you're gonna have to stop avoiding taking that step, right? No matter if it's scary or unknown, they're kind of pushing you into just take the next step. It'll be rewarding. It'll end up with something wonderful. Melissa, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to answer this real quick. Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it very, very much. Good morning, Emily. Good afternoon. Hello, Sherry. You want to build sacred healing sanctuaries based off of sacred geometry alchemy? Yes, do it. This is your push, friend. They're saying, you know, I know it's hard and it brings up that feeling in you, but when you step past that fear, when you have a dream bigger than your fear, you'll be surprised where it can take you, right? Hey, Lisa, welcome. All right, Lysander, come on down and say hello. After Lysander, the list is open. So there's no wait after Lysander. I can take 3 more people. After 3 more people, though, I do have to go. So there is a limit. I can only take 3 more. All right, Lysander, come on down. Say hello so I can see you, friend. Let me know where you're from. I have moderators, but they can't always be here because they do work jobs and stuff. So they're here when they can. Readings are $25. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are all available to you. Hello, Lysander. I see you. Listen, I'm excited to read for you, friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to share in your energy. It is always a privilege. People should never read your energy without your permission. They really shouldn't. Europe, wonderful. Weather's messing with your Wi-Fi. So readings are $25. You're from Mount Pleasant, Texas. My daughter went to college in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. They're $25. You can send it through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Consciously Erin, it should say it up here. Or you can send it through YouTube. There's a donate button or a thanks button. If you send $25 that way, that also works. All right, Lysander, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, your energy is really green, and I love this, okay? Very green. Green is the color of the heart space. You are such an open heart, man. You feel like someone that I just, like, you have a beautiful, warm, open heart. It projects, which is beautiful. There's lots of green in the space. Green is also the space of the color of healing. I feel like to get to where you are, you had to let go of some hurt, but this hurt helped to shape you. I know that sounds very generic, but I'm seeing heart space, green, and openness. That's what I'm getting, right? Excuse me, I feel like I'm looking at someone who's kind of in an outdoor space, the sun is shining and there's people around. I feel supported and loved in this space, but I feel like each one of these people was chosen and is there purposely. And I don't know if this is already happening or coming forward, as if you're gonna pull together your vibe tribe, your peeps, whatever, you're gonna be pulling these people together. I can't tell if it's already happening or, you know, if it's forthcoming, but either way, it's such a sense of support and love and celebrate. It's like the joyous occasion card in the deck. I feel like this is something that's very strong in your energy. So even if right now, if you're feeling alone right now, which you may be, I can see what's coming up. And I know it's hard to see that from where you are, if that's what you're going through. But what I also see is you have a beautiful open heart. And keeping that open heart is good because it draws people to you who vibrate in that same frequency. However, just be mindful that you're not giving too much of that beautiful heart away, that you're keeping some here and you're replenishing it when you need to, that you're taking care of yourself. That's very important. I feel like you're like, they're showing me baby steps, like tentatively taking little baby steps. Also not a bad thing. All right, here we go, Lysander. This is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. My guides want you to know that you, my friend, have gotten yourself into a beautiful space. They want you to know that you did this despite other people not being supportive before. And although sometimes you may feel like you are stuck, you are not. You are absolutely heading towards a place of feeling victorious in your space. And the important thing about this card is she has ownership over this. I did this. They want you to be proud of yourself and commit to continue to help yourself feel good. The path that you've been looking for has literally been in front of you the whole time. The problem is the path is designed for the most authentic version of you. And if you aren't that version of yourself, you're not going to be able to connect with that path. Now that you've stepped into being more heart-centered and let go of whatever it was in your root that was holding you back, that path is open to you now, and it's calling you forward, telling you you are making progress one small step at a time. The Wheel of Fortune comes forward to say, I've got your back as you go through the changes that are reaching for you. Do not be afraid of these changes, because in these changes, the old version of you dies away and a new version comes forward to help you, friend. All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lysander, thank you for sharing your energy. I really, really appreciate you. I just got a payment. Emily? Was it Emily just now? Somebody just sent me a payment. I think it was an Emily. Yes, there was an Emily. Okay. Hello, Emily. Lysander, thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. You have a beautiful heart. Don't let anybody tell you any differently, okay? You don't want, I can see it and feel it, and I know some days you feel like nobody else does, but I do. And I want you to know it's worth it to stay in that heart center. Don't let somebody change you, okay? That's the biggest message I have for you. My name is right up here. All right, Emily, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. I'm excited to read for you, my friend. Come on down. Say hello again. I saw you earlier, but you got to kind of say hello again because I can't see the comments. Hello, Evelyn. What a pretty name. Jillian, I see you. You will be right after Emily. I have one spot left, just one. Patricia Stewart said she paid. Okay. Let me check that because I did not get a notification from a Patricia Stewart. So let me just check that. Give me 2 seconds. No. I did not get a payment from a Patricia Stewart. If a Patricia Stewart sent a payment, you should look to make sure you send it to the right place. Or if you send it through Venmo, you got to be patient because it can take a while, but no payment from a Patricia Stewart has come through on any of my platforms. Yes, Emily, I got you. You're up. I just wanted to check that. Okay, I apologize. I just wanted to check to make sure I wasn't missing someone. I'm not saying Patricia is one of these people, but I have had people scam me like that, so I always want to check. All right, Emily, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Emily, they're showing me skiing. Okay, so they're showing me like a big mountain, right? And obviously you made your way to the top of the mountain, and I feel like it was difficult. Like there's a lot of snow on this mountain, so it must have taken you a hot second. But you're up at the top, and it's like you're skiing down now. Like now you're in the phase of momentum. You've worked your way up. The hard part is done. Whatever this is feels like you're about to like tip over and start sledding down the mountain. I don't know why specifically snow skiing is being shown to me. I'm not a snow skier. I couldn't do it if you paid me. But they're showing me very clearly that you're going into a state of fast momentum, of quickly moving forward. It is important that as you start moving forward and things start to happen, don't get too caught up in be excited, but don't. There's a feeling of wanting you to read the fine print on something, and I don't know what it is, but very strongly I want to tell you, read the fine print. Make sure you understand everything that you are signing up for or getting into or starting with someone else or whatever you're doing, because there's a feeling of building excitement that really can carry you away, but I want you to make sure that you're mindful that everything you're doing aligns with what you want to do, and you're not compromising that alignment just to make someone else happy that may not be a lucrative partnership. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, there's just this feeling of be mindful of what you're doing. Make sure that you read the fine print. Not that anyone's doing anything or I'm seeing that. I just feel like wanting to tell you, don't get too caught up in the momentum because it feels like it could carry you away in a good way, but it feels like it could carry you away. Hello, Meta. Welcome in. The trolls have been hella bad today. All right, Emily, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. The mental clarity you have gained through reaching the top of this mountain is what's going to carry you forward into this wonderful feeling of momentum, right? My guides are saying, and I feel very much as if I need to confirm this, they're saying be careful not to make an impulsive decision because it will have consequences in your energy, to really think about things so you don't end up frustrated. Instead, they want you to take your time, evaluate everything that comes forward, and really make the best choice for yourself. This is going to manifest physically for you. There is very much a physical manifestation component to this. It will absolutely be something that you see. Again, this feels like a role shift or something to that effect, okay? My guys want you to understand you may be feeling a little bit vulnerable, especially as you start going really quickly towards this. But the more you allow your third eye to be the GPS that leads you forward and make those decisions for yourself, the more in alignment you will be and the faster you will see your way into this beautiful, bright new future for yourself. Emily, this is really good. It goes right along with everything I saw with the skiing. Just read the fine print. It feels like things are about to pick up for you, like really start getting exciting, but don't let the excitement carry you away. I want you to think about the decisions that you're making and the collaborations or whatever it is you're working on. Make sure you're thinking about those, okay? Colleen, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, they're 10 times yours here. Emily, thank you so much. I appreciate you very, very much. Yeah, they've been pretty bad today. I'm trying to just ignore them as much as I can, but I don't want them to be disrespectful to anyone else in the room. So if I see that, then I'm going to stop and do something. I have a card that's turned over somewhere. Jillian, you are up next. I have room for one more reading. Look at this. Emily, you're going to be fine, friend. You can completely do this yourself. You're going to be good, friend. One card in the deck that was turned over. All right. First live. Well, hello, Alice. Welcome in. I have room for one more reading. I've been like live since 9 a.m. I'm starting to my battery's starting to. Yeah, everyone is welcome here, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to try to convince you of anything. I can only offer the truth. In the way that I receive it. It is up to you what you do with that. You know what I mean? I'm welcoming to everyone. I invite everyone to question what they think they know about the world and see it through a broader lens, but I can't force you to do that. And I'm not going to fight with you to do that. Certainly not. But the people in here that I've been able to read for have been amazing. And I feel like I've made some wonderful connections and I don't want to give that up. Oh, you have vertigo today. Oh no. Well, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. Thank you, River Rat. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dawn. Oh, really, Jacob? I didn't even see it. I apologize. I'm sure you did wonderful. All right. Jillian. I'm looking for Jillian. If you are Jillian and you have a different name, you kind of have to say hello. Hello, Jillian. Come on down and say hello. We're ridiculous. There you are. Hello, Jillian. I see you, friend. I'm so excited. I love the yellow. I think it's yellow and orange or red in the flower. I love it. Is that a stargazer lily? I love stargazer lilies. They don't smell fantastic, but they're beautiful, you know? Hello. All right, Jillian, here we go. Thank you. Here we go, Jillian. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Jillian, they're showing me frosting a cake. Okay, so this must mean that you're putting the final touches on something you've been working to create. This cake is tall, has several layers, as if it's multi-layered. There's more than one thing to this. But what they're showing me is putting the icing on the top, like something. This feels like a very physical manifestation. I wouldn't say it's something huge. I'm not going to say you're winning the lottery, but something that you've been looking forward to. I do feel like you've put work towards this. Not a surprise, something you've been working on. I do feel like it might manifest slightly different than you expected it to. Like maybe you thought you were getting a chocolate cake and instead you got a German chocolate cake. It might look slightly different than what you expected it to look like. However, it does feel like that it's amazing. It feels like that whatever this cake is going to be really delicious, and it feels like there's multiple slices, as if good for the whole family or the whole group. I can't tell you exactly what it represents other than the sweet. It's sweet, right? I've been working on this and it's sweet. It feels amazing. I feel like you've been working on this a while. Like when I look at the kitchen, it's dirty. There's flour everywhere. There's dishes everywhere. You cook like my husband with every dang dish in the kitchen. But it looks beautiful. It was messy to get here. Here's the words. It was messy to get here, but it has turned into something delicious. These are the words I'm being given, okay? All right, so Jillian, let's see what else we got here. I have had so many wonderful readings today. It's been such a beautiful day. I feel so very blessed to be here with you. All right, Jillian, here we go. My guides are confirming, friend, you are right on. You are right in the thick of it. You, my friend, are coming. There's something coming forward for you that feels like a physical manifestation of what you've been working on. This feels like the next step forward in an awakening experience or a push forward in your connection in some way. The cake is very sweet. My guides are saying lock into those things that help you feel enthusiastic, and that will help to bring forward the manifestation that you've been curating, that you've been building, baking, and working on. My guides are telling you, be careful not to get too trapped in your head and overthink things. You don't want to do that to yourself. All it does is cause a sense of inner conflict. You know this feels good, and you know you can do it. So go for it. My guides are saying you have a lot of support around you, both physical and non-physical, as you step forward into whatever this new role is bringing forward to you. The best thing you can do right now is just be charismatically yourself and allow yourself to step outside of your comfort zone, i.e. the idea that if it's a German chocolate cake and not just a chocolate cake, that might be okay too. Your intuition is on fire and on point, and it's leading you to a place of celebration and belonging. So literally couldn't come up with better cards for what I saw. So I'm very excited for you, Jillian. Very, very excited. I hope that that was helpful and gives you a little bit of push in the right direction. Boy, thank you so much. Well, thank you, Michelle. As a matter of fact, here, guess what, you guys? I have a very active Patreon channel. If you go to Patreon and look up Consciously Erin, I actually have a podcast. The podcast that was released today is the one, an interview with the guy who designed and drew these cards. His name is Rob. These are the Intuitive City Oracle deck. You can only get them on his website, which is intuitiveintention.com, or Etsy. He has an Etsy store called My Intuitive Intention. You can also get them on TikTok. He does not ship currently outside of the US because of the tariffs. So it makes it way too expensive, so he doesn't, but you can find them there. The interview with him is live on my Patreon account. You can listen to it, I believe, through Spotify, Apple Pod. I don't know. You have to go look it up. But also, my Patreon account is full of information, articles, all kinds of stuff. So go check it out, you know. Yeah, Emily, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Last call. I have a spot for one more reading. One more reading. If someone would like a reading, they are $25. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are all available to you. You just type in Consciously Erin. Make sure you spell it correctly. I'm opening my new Reiki business. It's been 2 years in the making. Jillian, oh my goodness. That is such a confirmation. That is such a confirmation. That makes my heart so happy. You're just icing the cake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you, Jillian. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I had so many readings today with stuff like that, little confirmations like that. Oh, Marie, I got you. All right, you guys, Marie is the last one on the list. I'm so excited to be able to read for you, Marie. Thank you very much, friend. Very, very appreciative. All right, Marie. Here we go, friend. Say hello, Marie. There you are. I got you, my friend. All right, here we go. Yeah, full list. I love it. Here we go, Marie. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Marie, I want to put my arms around you and whisper in your ear, why do you doubt yourself? When I look at your energy, you have so much purple and dark blue that it's dominant in your space. Purple is the color of the crown, dark blue is the color of the third eye. You are a definite, beautifully connected being. I feel like you're constantly receiving from source. Your energy's good. I feel like the circumstances in which you find yourself physically causes you to turn the volume down on what you're receiving up here. That's very normal. A lot of people do that. But I think that the more aware that you can become, the less you will do it, right? So I would encourage you to remember, I want you to recognize your own strength. You have deep connection to your higher self. You get these intuitions, these messages, these downloads. It really doesn't matter if anyone else ever believes you about them. It's not their journey, it's yours. They're communicating with you, not them. The right people will find you, and eventually they will understand what you have to say. I know there's doubt in there about what you receive, a feeling of, is this really true, or what is this? But I want you to understand, I don't want you to doubt it ever. I am giving you the clearest picture I can of what I see. It's a bright purple and bright dark blue right here working together like connected chakras, and it looks fantastic. They don't want you to doubt yourself at all, okay? Here's the thing, Marie, my guides are saying the material world has got your attention, especially when it comes to your finances. This is causing you to turn the volume down on your third eye and your crown on this beautiful connection that you have. So they're asking you instead to trust that the King of Pentacles has got your back. The universe is supporting you to the best of its ability. You have to allow it to do so, but it is supporting you, and it's welcoming you into a better time for you. So try not to get too concerned about that part of it and trust that it's going to work out okay. This may require you to do a little bit of introspection and let go of some of those fears that you bring forward from childhood of not having enough or not being enough. In return, this will help you to let go of some of the control that you're trying to have around that. My guides are saying, I know you've been avoiding this and putting yourself on the back burner, but they're asking you to let go of that and focus on all the positivity that comes forward. We've all been taught that selfish is a bad word, but it's not. You're the only person that can take care of you, friend. So they're asking you to invest in yourself just a little bit so that you can step into this place of renewal. You cannot spend all the time doubting yourself, or you're only going to be sitting in a sense of disharmony. You have to allow yourself the luxury to believe what you are receiving in order to open up the field of potential to bring it forward. Bam. Marie, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you very, very much. Just a reminder, you guys, this will be up on YouTube as a replay later, so make sure you check it out. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Meta, Jacob, thank you for your help. I appreciate you. Thank you for everyone who allowed me to read for you. Thank you, Marie. I had a wonderful time live on YouTube, and I'm looking forward to doing even more. If you are interested in a private session, my website is consciouslyerin.com. It's my name. You can also find a link to my Patreon straight from there. It's a growing library of information, and it's only $5 a month for real. And it's massive amounts of information. So check it out. Thank you guys. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll probably see you guys on Monday. Or yeah, if I'm not at a barbecue. Bye guys.